Such a great belt. So great. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Hannah, I'm a voice teacher, and today I'm reacting to Sutton Foster Part 2. If you haven't seen Part 1, I'm gonna link it below. It was really fun to react to her. I highly recommend going to watch Part 1 because you get to see her OG Millie on Broadway as well as Jo in Little Women. Oh my gosh, so fantastic. So let's jump into Part 2.
A monkey on a pedestal, and tried to make that monkey stay.
This is beautiful.
And he did for a time, but he needed to climb and with other monkeys play far away.
That was a really great example of a good head voice mix, but also getting into her chest voice on the bottom. She didn't lose it down there, and that was really nice.
I'll wear this no more. I'll play the softly twist no more. I'll blow my signature no more.
This is such a great song.
Janet, please.
Don't try to control me. I've made up my mind, and that's it.
Look at her.
I quit. I'm leaving it all behind. Please, no more attention.
I love that.
I counted to 10, and I'm through. Oh dear, you'll never see this.
Oh my gosh, Sutton.
You'll never see this. Never see this. Never see that. Never see these again.
Such a great belt. That top again.
Never see these again.
So great.
For a game I feel have lots of fun. Nothing better than a hay hide underneath the sun.
Roll in the hay.
Sometimes love finds a bait. You might steal a kiss from an unwitting miss who's not too resistant to play. So let's roll, roll, roll.
Oh, I love her as Fiona.
They're all like me. Not exactly. I'm still waiting. They're outliving. That dragon, yay. Skeletons, hooray. Pretending I'm not here. Nothing more to fear. Pink ponies, happy sky.
She was truly the best actress for this role, right? Her facial expressions, she is hilarious.
Army cot, a hot plate, and a chamber pot, and every morning I would boil it. No choice, I had no toilet, just a view of devastation, a one-window isolation in my bedroom.
I love this song.
Little headroom, 20 years I sat and waited. I'm very dedicated. On the walls, the days were added. Luckily, those walls were padded.
That song is so underrated. I actually kind of forgot that it existed until just now. I'm having a memory of playing Fiona a few years ago, and my Shrek, Josh Richardson, love you Josh, when we were in this song, it was just so fun. And Josh was a really fun Shrek to work with because he was a director and he was super incredible. So he helped me with my acting and my storytelling backstage, and it was really nice to have that extra help. He was awesome. This is just a shout out to Josh. Hey Josh.
Yay, the sun's so big, it hurts my eyes, but really, that's okay. A brand new day with things to do, so many plans to make. I've had 6 cups of coffee, so I'm really wide awake. I've always been a morning person.
Oh man, I love the contrast in her voice in this role, but man, this song is such a great example of this. So she sings that wide awake in this like really, really wide vowels, which is very hilarious. And then she goes more into a heady mix.
Really wide awake.
Right here.
I've always been a morning person.
I've always been a morning person. And I love that because I think it shows Fiona kind of going back and forth between her ogre self, her true self, and then her princess, like perfect self.
Been a morning girl. Hooray.
Those are good prosthetics.
Here in all my glory, I am sweetness, I am bratty, I'm a princess, I'm a fatty, I'm a mess of contradictions in a dress. I am sassy, I am sappy, when I'm with you, I am happy. This is my story. All you say is the thing, yes.
So incredible.
If you will play with me, mon chéri, though we may not agree today, in time may we may.
Who doesn't want to dance with a feathered boa, right? Isn't that everyone's fantasy, or is that just mine?
Everything that's past, everything that's over too fast.
That's a pretty mix up there.
Wasted, all of it will last.
And you know I love that chest voice on the bottom.
Everything that's here and now and us together. Aren't we trumpets, but sure as shooting, you'll know him when you see him. Don't know when, don't know where, and I can't even say that I care.
So I do want to call something out. This is very typical Sutton. She adds a lot of cries to her sound, and she does it right here.
Trumpets, but sure as shooting, you'll know him when you see him.
See him! That cry in her voice. She does it a lot. And a cry isn't necessarily a bad thing. It is actually facilitating a stronger belt in her case. What we want to make sure is that any affects or any style choices that we're kind of throwing in there are just that, style choices, and they're not becoming crutches. So I want to make sure if I have a student in front of me that is adding a lot of cries, I want to take those away just to make sure that we have the control to belt or sing in a balanced way without those affects, and then we can add them back in if we feel like they fit the style.
And I care, I'm a dragon, down it'll fall, easy.
A flat, wow.
Whistle at a hero, trumpets and all, easy. Just for once, I'll do it, just once before I die. Lead me to the battle, what does it take? Over the top, Jonah the stake, anyone can whistle. Well, no one can say I didn't try.
Okay, she did something really cool there. On try, she did make that a little bit more of an vowel, and it felt a little lackluster to me at the beginning of that. Let's listen to that part again.
No one can say I didn't try.
It was just a little bit heavy, not going under the pitch, but as she added in her vibrato, that resonance came in and it was very sparkly, and her mouth shape changed. So that was really nice. So with that belt, I would have wanted her to feel just a little bit more lift. So as our soft palate lifts, goes back, it also lifts up. So we need a little bit of that princess sigh, as we're belting. So right there, she added that as she had vibrato. So I want that at the beginning as well. Gorgeous.
Tell me just how sweet this weekend will be. Just you and me. Just you and me.
Those are great harmonies.
Everything's feeling so right.
They're blending really well.
Driving fast cars, you like it, low bars, you like it, bold hymns, you like it, bare limbs, you like it, Mae West, you like army undressed, you like where nobody will applaud. But every night.
That is so Sutton. I think that She's gotten weirder over the years. It's just so funny. Like, ever since she was in Shrek, she does these little things with her voice, and they are hilarious. Let's listen to that again.
You blow bars, you like it, bold hymns, you like it, bare limbs, you like it, Mae West, you like army undressed, you like why nobody will love. But every night the set that's smartest, intruding in nudist parties and studios. Anything goes.
Amazing belt. I love it.
Will you be ready to go when I blow?
Oh, she's a goddess. Look at her. The little bits she's adding to her voice are very appropriate in this style. Little bits?
Little bits.
I have no idea what that is supposed to mean.
Little bits. Wait, where the food is tiny? It looks like regular food, but really tiny.
Gosh. What I meant to say was the little affects she's adding to her voice are very appropriate to this style. Oh.
You're the Tower of Pisa, you're the smile on the Mona Lisa. I'm a worthless check, a total wreck, a flop. But if baby I'm the bottom, you're the top.
Gosh, that was so effortless. I love the bottom of her voice. The chest voice notes are really great. And then as she went up to that big belt on a B flat.
Mona Lisa, I'm a worthless check, a total wreck, a flop. But if baby I'm the bottom, you're the top.
Look at her
So
skin,
good.
China white, tissue thin. Look how the light cuts clear to the bone. Gives her skin such a tone. I'd take it any day. Praise God for everyone I meet while I'm on my way.
I don't know anything about this show.
My face is mean, 80 years worth of tears. My scrubby queen is hers and is strong. But Jesus, don't wait so long.
She is kind of raising her larynx a little bit. Jesus, don't. There's a little squeeze happening right here because her larynx is rising. It's kind of taking away the natural depth and resonance she has to her voice. And that might be an acting choice at this moment.
To make my face okay. At last the North Carolina border, and I am on my way before another sunrise.
Before another sun. It's pretty high right there.
Women who speak out, I've heard of women who fight back, who think that running sets them free. Well, here's the moment I can ask, what kind of woman should I be?
Ooh, that's beautiful.
Where's my happy ending? Who believes that I can love? Do you think that I could love? Let's raise the roof. Let's make a scene. Let's hope that God's love will shine above and show the way. I'll redefine. I'll cross a line. Let's lift a glass to
I love that the girl helping her get dressed holds her so that she doesn't fall over. That's very smart. Because you know what? On stage, I would fall over if I was trying to put on a dress.
No question, but I know the answer too well in my head.
It's gorgeous.
Heaven or hell. Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be?
Gang of mine. I'm eating
So incredible.
fancy chow and drinking fancy wine. I'd like those stumble bums to see for a fact attract. All I can say is, whoa, we look at where I am. Tonight I've landed, pow, right in a pot of jam. What a setup, holy cow. They'd never believe it if my friends could see me now.
She's so cute. Sutton, oh my gosh. How do I give my final thoughts on Sutton Foster? I adore her. I wish I could meet her. I think I might cry if I ever did. And she seems like such a nice person, doesn't she? Have you guys ever seen interviews with her? Just such a peach. I think that this is a really interesting video to look at. Similar to my Idina Menzel video, is we're looking at a progression of her singing over many years. The first clip in this video is from 1997, and you can see that in Sutton Foster Part 1. 1997, oh my gosh, that was over 20 years ago. Our voices change over time. They are a part of our body. Just like our body changes, so does our voice. And especially for women, as we get older, hormone changes affect our voice, or life changes. So for example, when I was pregnant, my voice got significantly lower. And I'm back to normal now, but it was all because of hormones. And that happens as women get older as well. I think Sutton has always had a great handle on her voice, and you can see that over the years, her technique is still there. And as far as I know, she hasn't had any major vocal health problems such as nodes or polyps or anything like that. And that's really amazing. Now, if a singer does have nodes or vocal health issues, that doesn't necessarily mean that they have bad technique. Some people are more prone to them, and it just comes from overuse. When you are a professional singer and you're going on world tours, or you're on Broadway and you're singing 8 shows a week, for some people that might happen. You might end up getting a vocal injury even if you have the best technique. So I won't say that that is all dependent on her technique, the fact that she, as far as I know, hasn't had any vocal injuries. However, because her technique is so good, it probably is a contributing factor. We have to be so careful with our voice. We have to remember that our instrument is part of our body. Our body is our instrument, and we have to take care of it. Man, she just has such an incredible sound, and her belt is so good. She has a really iconic sound. It's very unique to her, and yet very healthy. And so in a lot of these clips, you can tell that she just knows her voice inside and out. And I think that's so important, especially if those of you out there are wanting to pursue a career in musical theater or a singing career in general. So important to know your voice inside and out. So definitely get with a teacher, sing as much as you can, start experimenting with your voice and being aware of what's going on in there. Thank you so much for watching. If there's anyone else that you think I should be reacting to, please let me know in the comments. And until next time, I'm Hannah. I'm your voice teacher, and now you're all my students. Please like and subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Thank you so much to my patrons. Check out my Patreon in the link below, and I'll see you next time.